Some days you don't feel sad. You don't feel motivated either. You just feel steady. And that can be unsettling because we're taught that progress should feel loud, that growth should feel exciting, that effort should come with constant proof. But there's a phase when none of that happens. You still show up. You still do what needs to be done. But emotionally, everything feels quieter than before. This isn't a lack of ambition. It's a shift in how your mind values energy. Psychologically, when someone has pushed themselves for a long time, the brain starts prioritizing sustainability over intensity. It becomes less interested in bursts of motivation and more focused on long-term balance. That's why forcing excitement during this phase feels wrong. Your system isn't asking for more effort. It's asking for consistency without self-damage. This is also why comparing yourself to others feels heavier now. Your mind is no longer impressed by speed alone. It's watching for stability. In finance, people burn out when they chase fast returns without protecting capital. The same thing happens internally. If you break yourself to move forward, you eventually stop moving at all. This quieter phase is where resilient people are built. Not because they do more, but because they stop leaking energy into things that don't compound. There's another part of this phase people don't talk about. You may notice you're no longer chasing reassurance the way you used to. Praise feels neutral. Criticism feels distant. Even outcomes don't hit as hard as before. That's not emotional numbness. It's selectivity. Your mind is learning where to invest attention and where not to waste it. This is often when people assume something is wrong because intensity drops before clarity arrives. But intensity was never the goal. Stability was. You're building a way of moving through life that doesn't depend on constant emotional spikes. One where effort is measured, where rest is intentional, where progress doesn't require self-pressure to exist. This is what maturity feels like before it looks like anything on the outside. Nothing flashy, nothing dramatic, just a quiet confidence that you don't need to hurry to prove anything. And that kind of calm usually shows up right before things start aligning on their own. You may notice you're choosing fewer conversations, fewer distractions, fewer emotional battles. That's not withdrawal. That's efficiency. And efficiency doesn't need applause. You don't have to feel inspired every day to be on the right path. You just have to avoid breaking yourself for temporary momentum. What you're building now is slower, but it lasts. And one day, when things finally move again, you'll realize this calm period was not a pause. It was the foundation. You're doing better than you think. Not because you feel great, but because you're still here, still steady, still intact. That matters.